Shalom, assalamu alaikum. I had a couple of questions on TikTok that I wanted to address, particularly this one. What are your thoughts on the Hamas rapists? It's a very delicate subject because at no stage do I want to belittle the suffering of anyone who has suffered, whether that be on the 7th of October or the 6th of October or the 8th of October. But seeing as allegations like this are thrown out, and seeing as nations literally act or have acted upon these allegations, it's only fair that these allegations are put up for scrutiny. So, that being said, there's plenty of evidence of IOF rapists, of Palestinians being raped in Israeli custody. Of course, the world doesn't care about that. We only care about rapes that are committed by brown people. It's the same everywhere you go in the West, isn't it? If we are just going to focus on the Hamas rapes and not rapes in general, let's think about things logically. Rape is definitely used as a weapon in war. It's been that way for centuries. It's disgusting, really. All the people that broke out on October 7th, you notice the words broke out? These people were essentially in a concentration camp. When they broke out, they were literally seeing the world for the very first time. Have a look at pictures of Gaza. All the pictures, and I'm talking about before the devastation that Israel has inflicted upon it. All the pictures of Gaza, you can have a look. There's some beautiful pictures, some beautiful places, all right? A lot of it is quite stony, yeah? Quite cream in colour, all right? Quite deserty. Cool. That's all they know. It's like they're living in black and white, okay? And then they broke through the wall, the fucking wall that locks them in. They break through the wall and they see fucking colour. They see green fucking trees and grass and fucking flash cars and like, what? What was that film? Remember Johnny 5 is Alive? Short Circuit, that's it. If you ever watched Short Circuit, the iconic phrase from that film, information input. Bro, their brains was going wild. They were seeing shit they'd only ever seen on a fucking screen. On top of that, they knew, chances are within the next hour, whoever broke out, they knew chances are within the next hour, they were going to be dead. They hoped they could grab hostages and get back. But they knew chances are they were going to be dead. Israel has the 14th biggest military, or the 14th strongest military in the world, and they have the 2nd best defense. They would have expected to be dead the moment they got over the wall, bro. Putting all that information into the computer. At what point can they get a fucking boner and go and rape somebody, bro? That doesn't even make logical sense. Using myself as an example, I can't piss if somebody stood next to me. But in the middle of a brand new war zone that you've literally just started, you come out, we're free, fuck Israel, and then whoop. How does that happen? That doesn't even make logical sense. And then you're walking in this place, you got a couple guns and whatever, you're going up against tanks. Where is the time to do this raping? Logically, it probably didn't happen on that day. That's not to say that no Hamas person has ever raped an Israeli. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just be logical. On the 7th of October, chances are that did not fucking happen. What further adds credence to my claim is the way Israel have handled the situation. October the 7th was heinous. You can't, there's no escaping that. It was already brutal. Imagine being a youth, you're dancing at a festival, woo, woo, and then all of a sudden these things come flying down. Brr, everyone's got... Bro, that day was fucking terrifying. As bad as it was, Israel cannot help but embellishing things. What, the murders weren't bad enough? You need to make it even worse. Oh, they raped everybody and they cut off all the babies' heads and they amputated. Like, well, why are you making up all this stuff? The first red flags that should have been noticed by the fucking world was when they dropped the story about the 40 beheaded babies, because that come from soldiers, then repeated to reporters and made its way all the way to fucking Jenna Biden for him to be standing. Man, literally, he was reading the teleprompter and then just went off script and said, I can't believe I saw this stuff. Bro, you never saw it. You never saw it. But yet you're happy to stand in front of the world and tell everybody that you did because an Israeli soldier said it. But the problem with that whole fucking story, which is why things need scrutiny like the Hamas rapists, the problem with that story, you can't say there's 40 beheaded babies without showing the fucking corpses. So everyone's like, oh shit, that's mad. 40 beheaded babies, yeah, send in the army. And then a couple of voices over here, according to you lot on the left, a couple of voices over here were saying like, yeah, that's mad, but I don't mean to be like disrespectful or nothing, but can I see some evidence? The moment someone asked for evidence of 40 beheaded babies, the Israeli government was in a position. What do we do? If they had a choice, do we just go and find 40 babies and chop off their heads so we can provide the evidence? Or do we just play it off like we played off every single other nonsense they've done? And why not? Nobody's ever going to hold them accountable. Fuck's sake. So yeah, I do not believe there's absolutely nothing to suggest that anybody was raped on the 7th of October. With regards to babies dying on that day, official records confirm that 2 babies died horrifically. And one of those babies died while the mum was trying to give birth because of the attack. Everything that comes out of Israel's mouth, you need to question. Why do they need to embellish anything? They had our support. October the 7th was already bad enough. They had our support. Our government was already gonna fucking lick their bums. They didn't need to add all these extra details that didn't make sense. And most of the things you hear about are coming from Israel are projection. All these claims that Israel make, you will not find any pictures or videos to back up these claims. But you will find video and pictures to prove that they do the things they accuse Palestinians of doing. Human shields, they do it. The tunnels, they fucking build them. Fucking rape, they do it. Like, everything is them. Power to the people.